the most important thing is this. I got into the ANC via student activism, SASCO. And there is something I will never forget about SASCO. At least my SASCO during that time. They taught us to think critically. It is one of those organs of the ANC that encourage critical thinking. The other was the South African Communist Party, used to encourage critical thinking. So in the traditions of critical thinking, at some point, and now I was educated and I'm working, I realized that there is absolutely no way that I can outsource my thinking to a collective called the African National Congress. I said, you know what? I have brains. I read books. I know what's going on in the world. I'm educated. I can actually feed my children without me being done any favor by anybody. Even now, for the past 15, 20 years, I have been self-employed, by the way. I employ myself. So why must I be afraid that someone is going to affect the life of my children if I can create work for myself? To be educated means exactly that. The thing called civil society elsewhere in the world is a group of educated people who can survive without receiving favors from those who occupy government offices. So I foresaw this thing long time ago. I said, I don't want to depend on this bunch. So I exited that space, number one. Number two, as a student of history, that is world history plus South African history, I knew when I took that decision to be critical and speak open, that actually I lived in a better society compared to the society that Mandela and them lived in. I mean, during apartheid, if you uttered a critical statement against or about the National Party at the time, you would be arrested that evening, or killed that evening, or go to jail that evening. But under democracy, no, it doesn't happen that way. If you kill me, you will be investigated, and chances are you'll end up in jail if you came to kill me. But also, if you kill me, you're not going to kill ideas. So I knew that I was living in a free society. Lastly, in relation to this, is this. Yeah. So I understood South Africa to be a laboratory. The new South Africa to be a laboratory. That it would become what we make of it. And I felt privileged that I can decide what kind of a society I want to see in the future.